you ever want to change your story? Or what about you? Did you ever want to change your story? Because if you ever want to change your story, the only person who could change your story is you. The only person who can change your story is you and you. I had to change my story. If I didn't change my story, I wouldn't be standing here. I'd still be laying in my bed over there. I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't be doing YouTube. I wouldn't be on your screen right now. If you want to change your story, a story is just a bunch of little words. A bunch of little words that brings you to an amazing adventure. So, if it wasn't for those little words, you wouldn't have the big adventure that ends up in the book. You know what I mean? So, how do you change your life? You change little things. Like if that little if that wasn't that little A, or if that one letter was off in that story, then that story would be completely ruined. And that big part of the story would not be there for you to be able to enjoy that story. So, how do you change your story? How do you change your life? You change it one little bit at a time. You want to quit your unhealthy habits? One day at a time. If you have a drinking problem, one day at a time. One day at a time. A goddamn time. You know what I'm saying? So, any little thing that you want to change, any little correction, any little mishaps that you want to make a little change at, you can make that change. But it's not going to take a day to make those changes. It's going to take it may even take a couple of years. But who's the one that can change that story? Who's the one that can change that story? You. Not your uncle, not your family, not that person at work. It's you that could change that story. So, are you gonna make the decision to change that story? You? You? Are you gonna make that change? I'm rolling out of this camera, and I'm rolling out of this camera. I hope you get the point and get this point across to you. If you want to change your life, change your story. Thank you for listening.